Can I put a ball in your jaw? Balls in your jaw. Can I put some balls in your jaw? Can I put some balls in your jaw? Special events. Special events. Special events. Can I put some balls in your jaw? 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 Can I put some balls in your jaw?
Let's see what's in store.
Can I put some balls in your jaw? Balls in your jaw. Can I put balls in your jaw? Can I put some balls in your jaw? Click, click. Balls in your jaw. Can I put some balls in your jaw? Can I put some balls? Can I balls? Balls, balls. Can I balls? Can I balls? What's the music like now? Nope, still the same. Can I put some balls? Put some balls. Some balls, 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 put some balls, put some balls. Balls in your jaw. Standard nothing. Standard nothing. Damn, you gotta acting like this shit started way too fucking quick. I can jump to 20 into the future and it's fine. There you go. Right there. Erdrick's legacy, passed down through the ages. Ah, I see we're going with the 2D expansion. Honestly, in my personal opinion, for a pixel remaster, that is probably the way that the actual original editions of Dragon Warrior should appear in the form of Dragon Quest. I think it's the same way that Pokemon should look. It should have never been, well, not completely. Of course, that was started with the era of Dragon Quest VIII, but it should have always been 2.5D pixels moving on a three-dimensional plane with full body movement for voice acting scenes and combat, maybe. Some combination. Indeed. It is in fact time for a remake of 1 and 2. How long did it take you, fucking Square Enix? How long did it take Square Enix? Over fucking 10 years. Should have been done for the fucking platforms on PC first. Because you know what? You can't learn from every lesson that you can from Final Fantasy X.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, so please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines. Escape from dire straits.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Help me!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Konami Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game.
Lord have mercy. We were supposed to be able to escape the JRPG visual novel trap of the Wii U, but it seems that we're starting off fresh in Nintendo Switch 2 with the same shit that we had locked on that console. Oh well.
Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche.
Close enough. Welcome back, Ace Attorney.
And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth.
I mean, it's a form of a moon logic puzzle, but it's basically still quick action time events similar to a Choose Your Adventure.
Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Konami Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th. Unleash the supernatural.
I recognize that hat.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must...
I mean, like, if we're gonna try to bring back pretty much every SMT title that isn't properly a proper titled SMT, I guess this is a start. I'm not mad about it.
Investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful...
Once again, please, a system that is not just the same quick action real-time system that has been developed since fucking Final Fantasy 13, with moves that are more considerate to a platform that is not just the same press turn system of original LNC DMC. We can do better than this, man.
Full attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations.
It's basically just taking the plot system of fucking SMT3 and reworking it into a detective game. Probably closer to the form of Digital Devil Saga.
Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents. I assume you're the target vertical? As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Atlas can't keep getting away with it.
Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? More.
I mean, for those that watch Secret Level, they know what this is all about. But for everybody else, this is just Pac-Man with extra steps.
In a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before. But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th. The rhythmic march begins.
Honestly, I can't really be mad about fucking Shadow Labyrinth inventing and reinventing on the Pac-Man formula. It did it in a way that is actually interesting for what would possibly come of that gameplay design. Take the combat that's supposed to come out of Silk Song, still release the game sooner than they ever released Silk Song, be able to harken back to Hollow Knight and all the other games of old that take Metroidvania and push it to its limits in ways that we can't do with Metroid.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata Pata Patapon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kiba-Pon to the shield-savvy Tate-Pon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
That's not shocking. That's just compatibility features for a game that is effectively rhythm heaven with extra parts. It's basically a game journo mode, but honestly, every game is going to have them at this point, and it's not a battle that's worth fighting, and it's also not a battle that's worth the importance. Everybody gets to win.
Patapons and March 4th, when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch, July 11th. Welcome to Zephyr Town. a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
You're not the real Harvest Moon. I want real Harvest Moon.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals. Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals.
I'd like to spend more time with you.
And maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
And then you get to fuck her. And then you get to breed with her. Or if you play a woman, him.
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
So, you're just Rune Factory. Nigga, be for real. You're just Rune Factory. Come on. You're just Rune Factory.
Here we go!
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Why would anybody ever need this when they could mod the fuck out of Stardew Valley and achieve a better game of Harvest Moon with the actual name of the franchise on what it deserves to be? Speaking of, whatever happened to that whole kerfuffle? Harvest Moon and his farm story, blah 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 blah. Series Story of Seasons, formerly known as Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, known in Japan as Bokujo Monogatari, acquired by Marvelous Entertainment, now Marvelous Inc., first to be released under the international title. Oversaw the English translation, released under Harvest Moon. Marvelous announced the latest installment would be localized by the brand Exceed Games under the title Story of Season, publishing the first title under it in Story of Seasons. Discontinued licensing, Natsume taking the opportunity to name their own series of Harvest Moon in North America, beginning with Lost Valley, and resulting spin-off season caused a great confusion amongst fans. Published the title under Harvest Moon until 2014, maintaining the rights to Harvest Moon after Marvelous announced that it would have its subsidiary Exceed take over North American distribution, beginning the series to North America under Story of Seasons, beginning with the release of the game of the same name. They would then agree in Nintendo of Europe that they would publish the latest entry under Story of Seasons, with previous games under Harvest Moon being localized in Europe by Rising Star Games. Meaning, the timeline is now everything from Harvest Moon effectively being discontinued since the 3DS? Yes, since the 3DS. So Harvest Moon 3D A New Beginning is the last official Harvest Moon game, and everything since then is just literally Story of Seasons, starting with Trio of Towns, Doraemon, Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, Pioneers of Olive Town, Friends of the Great Kingdom, and Story of Season, A Wonderful Life. Which are basically ports. I mean, like, finding a way to do something greater than what would basically be a remake and report, you might as well literally just fucking deal with the fact that these are all the same thing. So basically, let's see here. Possible to have children. Harvest Moon 3, Harvest Moon Animal Pride, Rune Factory 3, Story of Seasons, and Rune Factory 5. Only versions where players can have multiple children. Blah, 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 blah. Published in blah, blah, blah. Under NA of Exceed Games. Under the system of Rune Factory. Which is fantasy role-playing social simulator. Not truly a farm simulator. Spin-off to flagship Story of Seasons, formerly Harvest Moon. Dropping with a second installment. Dropped to become its own series. Becoming a 5-game main series with 2 spin-off titles and numerous manga adaptations retailing the farming and social simulations of SOS, but integrating into a fantasy setting with dungeon crawling, which is effectively Harvest Moon, but it is actually just Stardew Valley, and then the extra anime-esque eras, and the recurring rune point system for tasks. Myth Rune Factory 1, A Fantasy Harvest Moon, then 2, then Frontier, then 3, then Tides of Destiny, then 4, then 4 Special, then 5, then Rune Factory 3 Special, and Guardians of Azuma, which are coming out later in 2025. Okay.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
I will not!
Next, please take a look at this.
Well, here it is. My baby, my love, my pride and joy. If it weren't in the morning, if I didn't spend a lot of time editing, I would be a lot more excited.
This is the unknown planet Euros. Here, Samus finds a floating jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
But why is she here?
In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Well, that's just bullshit, bro. You don't even have a story hook.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike. As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These
That's gay and lame. In a way that I cannot believe is going to be the direction after the Phazon saga. I roll.
powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
Bro, come on. That's lame. That's basically something that would literally be a reskin of Motion Plus controls from Skyward Sword.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Or, more importantly, gyroscoping.
Shadiharu. Zenos, Natanaga, Shaka.
Close enough. Welcome back, the Luminoth!
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Euros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
لكن تكالدخ عشان يمكن أحكام شيء.
I'm not excited. There's no context to that transformation, and it doesn't look anything like the Metroid Prime suit.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're
It's
looking
like a
forward.
fusion of the colors of the Prime suit, but with the ascension effects of the light suit of Prime 2, which are gay and bad.
To exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief?
Just zooming through this shit,
Once
aren't we?
upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the newest potionista of a cursed
Oh, Lord. A Disney video game. Oh, God.
cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all
If anything, this is like an opportunity for them to try and popularize knockoff versions of these characters like House of Mouse. But I don't think they'll truly be confident with that, but they will come up with some interesting designs that will inspire Disney bounders to try and think of new ways to look at these characters. Like, there's going to be a lot of inventive outfits for Ursula. There probably should be. I don't know. Basically coming up with unique ways to make them look like plus-size figures that can be dressed for a Disney park.
potionista of a cursed cafe. You'll craft concoctions for Disney villains.
Like, look at this shit. You telling me that I could not find a way for you to get Cat Williams to just basically cosplay as that? That's the only nigga who I can think of other than Eddie Griffin that would be able to get a perfect fucking spin tail of his beard on the end. Nigga might as well be Jafar, unless that is Jafar, in which case they literally look way too alike in the face.
Villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked.
Now you made me sad, because now I have to remember Eartha Kitt's dead, you bastards!
creations. The potions you make.
Which probably means the game is actually going to be text-based, because they're not going to be able to pay for voice alikes. Or maybe they will, and they've found people who can voice alike them. I don't know. They're not playing any vocal audio of the game other than sound effects. I'm also biting my tongue accidentally.
Can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Summon a spellbinding adventure.
At least they got things that you can buy immediately.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts.
Ah, from Chucklefish. So, basically, Kiki's Postal Service, but in an anime form, and it's also a push.
During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster.
So that's just a cozy game.
There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond.
Close enough. Welcome back. Harry Potter Unlimited.
Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover and wonder collide? Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the
Close enough. Welcome back, DuckTales.
enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force.
I need y'all niggas to understand. Because of fucking Shooting Insight, I'm traumatized by shmups, okay? I'm traumatized by shmups. You niggas have broken my asshole wide the fuck open. The DuckTales one or the remakes of shoot 'em ups? Gradius Origins. I mean, in a passive tersive sense of this, it looks like it's okay, but as I stated, repeat first statement, my ass blown wide open, loose.
Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus,
Oh, that's nice.
take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3. Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necrodancer. Press the corresponding
And now there's Rift of the Necrodancer from Brace Yourself Games for the console launches. That's pretty standard.
buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep
Close enough. Welcome back to Guitar Hero.
the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necrodancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Balatro Friends of Jumbo 5 when?
Let's see what's in store. Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polished pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
This feels like this is something that could potentially replace fucking Street Pass. If they make it a game where you can interact with people just like an actual Tamagotchi with Street Pass activability. Since we decided to take the features of the handheld Nintendo consoles into the hand of Switch, you might as well.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis, that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here, but they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
A technique and or methodology to replace tall grass that is more effective than having a random fucked up map that's hard to navigate? Question mark. That looks like an answer to the visual problems of Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Even though I literally had a copy, or do I still have that copy of Sword? Even though I have a copy of that from the original owner of the Switch, I never played it because I just simply was not interested by Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet's appearances. Because when I looked and saw that a lot of the material was in the post-game releases of DLC content, I just thought, what's the fucking point?
But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers
Close enough! Welcome back, Duel Masters Battle City Finals!
wait in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
So you create a linchpin where you allow the evolution of battles to actually take form in a living, breathing city, basically. And the wild zones are your replacement for the tall grass, and your battle zones during night are the replacement for the paths that you'd be walking on from town to town on the lineal story. And the story itself basically plays, unironically, and I cannot say this with enough passion because it's actually probably the bark that it comes from, literally Custom Robo. And you niggas did not remake Custom Robo? Or give us a better version of Custom Robo 2? Okay. Pokemon lovers will be happy.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You want to see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
Something similar unto Vib Ribbon. That's what I'm getting the vibe of right now.
It sounds easy, but the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm. In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That was Rhythm
Yeah, it's been a while since there's been a Rhythm Heaven game. It's kind of expected.
Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kind of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system, and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
I do not like the idea of you... When I get a soundboard, I'm sticking that thing on there, and I'm going to have a button for this. I do not like the idea of you trying to get people adjusted to the idea of virtual game cards. Give me an SD card that has the ability to hold 1 terabyte, and give me the ability to have this virtual version forever locked and forever available to my Nintendo account, for which you want us to have for our Nintendo Switches as a part of our ability to be loyal customers of the Nintendo brand. Also give us a lifetime warranty for all of the fucking problems that come with these fucking editions of consoles you give us, and or just give us a ability to get a newer edition that has backwards compatibility with Switch 1 and Switch 2, should we have an older version like this, when I am almost certain is the launch version of the Nintendo Switch, with compatibility unto the OLED version and Switch 2 for trade-in. And then we can talk about trying to give us the idea of digital games into virtual games. It does. Wait for it to finish. Okay, I'm gonna give it a chance.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system, wherever and whenever.
So that thing in the bottom corner there, that's the problem that I have with the virtual game card, functionally as a concept. An internet connection is required only when loading or ejecting. But that means in order for me to be able to swap and stop on the go with a physical card, where I could just simply pop that bitch open and pop in another, my ability to load and eject a card for a game that I want to play effectively means I am married to that virtual card. Period. Hi, NeoJ. It means I'm locked to that card effectively unless I basically either have access to an internet connection or I choose to use my cell phone as a hotspot so that I can be able to have internet while on that move. Certainly that must be a quote small price to pay, but if I can be able to load a game's files onto a Switch and then play like I could on a PC edition with Steam, it should be possible on this hardware, since the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 will be competing against the Steam Deck. Things that I could do with a Steam Deck, I should be able to do with the Switch. Now, getting new data for cards and syncing the cloud data should require an internet connection. Guaranteed, 100%. Online gameplay that requires online functionality should require a connection. No problem. Can't argue that. But I need an internet connection to load a new game and eject that game. Less convenient than just owning a physical edition. And considering the Nintendo Switch is one of the few platforms that still has physical cartridges as built into the design for the fucking game, it just feels like them preparing us for a cartridgeless form of a console. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Nintendo Switch Lite did not have such a concept, because the first thing they took away, of course, was docking, which of course meant you took away the ability to stream.
Whatever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending.
Now that is something that is more natural for the state of having a child play something, which is completely laudable, fun, fine, and exactly what you would want. You don't want little Timmy buying video games with your fucking credit card. Just buy the games for him, lend them to him like a child could be allowed to. And if they want to be able to get it as a physical or digital cartridge of their own on their own money, they have the ability to do that. But basically stop them from having to basically purchase multiple copies. So rather than the Blotro copy that I have on my Switch that I basically bought before I saw that the battery problem was getting bad with my Switch, I had for Star, I have that there for basically if I'm on the go and can get access to a AC port.
And who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
The virtual game card feature.
In a system more allowable than trading your favorite game or one of your favorite games to a person, never getting it back, and now owning a game that is not yours. I remember that I once traded my copy of Mega Man, no, it wasn't Mega Man, other way around. I remember when I had lended out my version of Link's Awakening DX to somebody in trade for a Mega Man Extreme Legends, and they never gave the game back to me. It's somewhere in these boxes, the other cartridge. But of course, why would I need to care about that since those games are GB Color and GBA compatible and I could just emulate them now. Truly, I'm spoiled in that way.
Easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
Navigating to the user selection, online license setting, and turning the setting to on, you can instead opt to connect to the internet to start off software.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems, as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look.
Very nice. That's very nice. Now, that means you have digital backwards compatibility between Switch 1 and Switch 2, but that does not supply the point towards physical backwards compatibility. For most people, they're going to be sticklers for physical copies, as they should. It's completely backwards compatible, including physical. That's nice. They should have made sure to rectify that at the same time that they said it was backwards compatible virtually as well as physically. But I guess that's just an oversight.
Take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Okay, the port for High on Life, featuring Cancel's voice actor, he whose name shall not be spoken. Star Overdrive. That's April 10th. Not that long to have to wait, homies. Better presentation than most of the ones we've had. Like, literally, they are, like, doing them within weeks. And if they have to take longer, they're, like, probably within the year. There again, not that long. Well, technically a little bit, but then again, people already knew about the Wandering Village. King of Meat. A game that seemingly looks like it's a replacement for Fall Guys. Another cozy game, more than likely. Fantasy Life, I, the Girl Who Steals Time. Not that long of a wait.
Uncover history once more.
Close enough. Welcome back. The construction version of ActRaiser, which I'm pretty sure I actually discovered actually has a remake, and fucking Dark Cloud 2. Also, as I think about that, when is the remake for Dark Cloud 1 and the remake for Dark Cloud 2 for modern consoles? Come on, level 5. Come on, level 5. I know I haven't finished Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, and even started on Revenant Kingdom, but bring your classic selection back, bro. Come on, it's time. You too, Tri-Ace, wake the fuck up. I want Star Ocean 3, please. At least on a compatible feature that allows me to actually have a tool that doesn't require me to switch between the different forms of the Dragon Whistle in the fucking Shadow Puzzle.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing onto Nintendo Switch.
Well, there's Saga.
Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations.
So that's pretty much all of the Mana series, and now Saga catching up to the Tales.
In this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sandale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can...
Close enough. Welcome back, Disgaea PC/DS edition. Oh, fuck. Your first and last Star Ocean game I played was Star Ocean 5. Well, see, there's your fucking problem. You shouldn't start with Divine Force unless 5 is fucking A New Hope. I'm double checking that live. 1, 2, Blue Sphere. 3, Second Departure, Second Evolution, Last Hope. Integrity and Faithlessness, Amniosis, Till the End of Time, PS4. Last Hope, PS4, Divine Force. My brain's saying that that's Divine Force. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And unless Integrity and Faithfulness is that, then that's sad. No. Integrity and Faithlessness is number 5. So you either mean that or Divine Forces. Considering that is PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3, probably was dog shit.
Test your metal and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Monumentally
Now!
embark on peaceful journeys across.
Now for the Saga, I don't know if you'd really say that that's not necessarily super interesting. You do mean Faithlessness and Integrity. I haven't played it, so I can't be able to say whether or not it is one of the good ones or bad ones. I think that they should have fucking done what they did, apparently, at some point for End of Time for the PS4, and just fucking redo a PC version of Till the End of Time for PC. Like, we've clearly gotten redos for Star Ocean and the second story in various forms. In the form of, I believe it's First Departure? Yeah. In the form of First Departure R and the second story R. And we can somehow get closer to doing what we have achieved for Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross in a more vibrant way. But that's up to them to actually give a shit about it. And my feeling, I believe Star Ocean 3 is actually the strongest of the franchise, but...
Across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying
Close enough. Welcome back, Miss combined with Fez.
secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Haste.
A brand new
Mario Golf? No, everybody's golf.
entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim.
When no nigga's gonna make a remake for fucking Mario Golf, the original Mario Golf. Like the edition that they made for fucking, for the GBA and GBC.
Time your button press just right and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Not that bad.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster
Couch co-op Marvel game?
of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time.
Close enough. Welcome reskin of Fatal Fury and Streets of Rage.
Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Obviously, we all knew it was coming. We all knew that there was going to be a fucking Animal Crossing. Let's not joke. Unless this is basically Animal Crossing but done with Mii's. That's a spin.
How refreshing. Hiya. Tamagotchi like living the dream.
I wasn't said wrong. It is actually just another Tamagotchi game, but this time it's with Mii's. That's basically Animal Crossing, if we're being serious. But then again, Animal Crossing New Horizons is an infinite green moneymaker that you can never really get rid of. As long as you've got $20, you've got Nintendo fucking Online, which means you are infinitely having fun with that game.
Did you want to talk?
Aw. Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
I can think that the most fucked up thing that could happen is somebody's gonna make one with all the presidents and relative notable figures of Nintendo, including copies of Reggie, copies of Satoru, Satoe, and Miyamoto and others like them, and basically make Von Fuckstick Castle a reality, complete with beach jails. It's gonna be Animal Crossing Wild Camp all over again.
So far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's
Hi,
Nintendo Direct.
Shigeru.
Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily
Close enough. Welcome back, the Nintendo channel from the Wii.
calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct,
That's probably the smartest fucking thing Nintendo's done in a very long while.
for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. News about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo
Again, you see that shit, PlayStation? You see that shit, Xbox? In your hand. Immediately. Action. Call to action.
account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Strong enough. Not the strongest, but strong enough. Certainly, this gray space is just overlap. Ba-ba-da-ba. People unironically saying best direct in years, oh my god. I mean, like, it's not the worst direct, but it could have been worse. Let's see here. Anything else? Individual updates for all the games presented. Nintendo Music, Tetris, Dr. Mario, Kirby, and the Forgotten Land, Sunderfolk, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Deluxe Edition, Super NES titles for Switch Online. All of these things don't matter because you could just fucking pirate the games. Probably in whatever version you want. Fucking Nintendo Game Boy updates for original Donkey Kong and Mario's Picross. Carmen Sandiego, but a version based on the TV series. Not the good one. The Netflix one. Overwatch 2 for fucking Switch. That's garbage. Disney Dreamlight Valley, Tales of Agrabah. So apparently they're just doing all that shit. For free, even. Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered. Just an update for Tetris 99, which I did not think that they would actually think about doing. That's actually one of the titles on the Switch that, much like how various versions of Xbox arcades came with Uno, I don't think a lot of people really appreciated or really liked Tetris 99. The TMNT team with the Junkyard Jam DLC to bring in Casey, and then the Marvel games being made by the Shredder Revenge team as well. Assumptively, they must also be working on Splintered Fate. And then you have Tales of games being remastered, the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which was announced a while back, 2 months ago. The Y series, Fortnite, Donkey Kong Adventures, and Nintendo Switch shit. Donkey Kong Country Returns, Banana Heist, more Overwatch updates, the Sonic and Shadow Generations updates, and then getting all the way back to HD Returns, as well as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. A lot of titles that just don't seem to be popping. Then again, some of these updates would not have been pushed because most people would not have cared. Which is my working theory, with the exception of maybe Just Dance. Because they did indeed announce the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake, and now they're giving us Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Or was it? I know I scrolled past it. They should theoretically all be here, right? Yeah. So, all 3 of the original Dragon Warrior games have been remade into Dragon Quest 1 and 2 2D HD remakes. Specifically 2D, because there was no 3D back then. That is probably the biggest takeaway from here, outside of Metroid games being the strongest, but I'm honestly disappointed with what I saw out of Metroid Prime 4. It looks like it's just rehashing old theoretics, which is not the best at all. I'm actually a little bit disgusted, but whatever. Either way, that my stream does not end there, because I will be indeed in fucking pain and agony. I didn't get this coffee for nothing. I have more secret projects that are coming down the pipeline for all of you, because I'm a glutton for punishment! However, I also have business I need to do. And by business, I mean I have dare drop completions I need to complete. However, am I cognizant? I don't think I'm fully cognizant. Bleh. Na 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 na. First, did anything happen in the world? No, doesn't look like it. Anything happen on the timeline? I see horror made actual names mentioning me. Damn, bitch, that's a long-ass thread. Fuck. I can see Caramel Cajun playing the Gradius collection on stream. Maybe. The whole collection, maybe not, but certain games out of it, maybe. Realistically, this looked like the party game for the family launch. I have to come up with something that can hope for some shit. I see there are things being made for that stuff. Oh, what the fuck is this? A Scooby-Doo live-action series is coming to Netflix. In this modern reimagining, old friends Shaggy and Daphne team up at summer camp with Scientific County Velma and the strange but handsome Fred to solve the mystery of a lonely lost Great Dane puppy who may have witnessed a supernatural murder. We do not need to fucking remake a pup named Scooby-Doo. Get the fuck out of here, Josh Applebaum and Scott Rosenberg. How fucking dare you? Enough. It's enough of these rights. It's time to talk about your wrongs. What I intend on doing next is doing dare drop completions, because I have 8 to 7 days to have them done for this particular game on the batch. Because every single time there was something wrong with me, I ended up having to skip on both that and other things. And one of the most important things that were being skipped was basically getting Merchants of Rosewell done. Because not only do I need to play the game, I need to be able to make a guide for one of the outputs. mentally, I need to wake up in the sense that, like, I need to be cognizant enough that I can MC my own event. Because as you can clearly hear, my mental brain is cognizant. But Showman Carl is not here. You got Jethro. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Like, I spent a lot of time editing. Like, mentally, the brain is on. Mentally, I'm Carl, but I'm not Carl. I'm just Carl. Or as I said, Jethro. Tired, exhausted. Tired of these fucking bullshit antics that past Carl is making me edit. Hence the power hour. It's not 45%. It's not even 45% sync. That nigga is mentally in bed right now. That's why I introduced to the idea of the power hour. If I'm not mentally on, I can't really present and prepare and perform. Well, they didn't really outright name it A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. But coming with an idea of, like, kid versions of the fucking characters is effectively A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. What is stuck in my tooth? But this is why I do things in waves. And so I already prepared my itinerary today. Because there is no escaping what horror wants. Whether or not I take a nap before I do that is really up to question. But I'm not getting out of today without doing that versus chat. Also, prepare your eardrums. The soundtrack cuts in very quickly. It's already cut in. It's so loud. Better. Also, did you know that there's a new update for Steam, or not Steam, for Discord? They now have a functional picture-in-picture that actually has an overlay for Steam that works better than a SteamKit plugin. So I actually can now be able to properly see who is inside of the server when they're talking to me if I'm inside of the game that is active in Steam. It's actually very neat. There's just no plugin to make it work with OBS directly to put it on screen. I mean, if anything, it means that I'll never be confused by who's saying the N-word in the wrong place again. Carl said with a devious grin on his face. Not even properly a smile. It's more like a fucked up grin. That's what happens when I have coffee. My face starts to look like this. It's not even a toothy grin. Anyways. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Up timer, hide. Not that up timer. Up timer, 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 up timer. I swear that up timer should be hidden. No, it's this one. Got it. This one needs to be deleted. Boom, bop, bada boom, pow. Up timer. And switch to Twitch VOD. Happy Thursday, said It's Weedy. Thank you, It's Weed. Alright. Merchants. Chance. There's an H there of Rosewall. Not a very popular game on Twitch. Alright. Welcome, game and gamers and gamettes and gays to Merchants of Rosewall. Let me pull up my dare drop. Today, I need to make a tutorial for high-level crafting and unlock 5 out of 6 workshops for my companions in the game. Timestamp. I have never played the game. Let's begin. Okay, chat, let's choose an appearance. Do we want to be a black femboy and or black girl? Do we want to be some type of elvish creature? Do we want to be Tosh from the Veilguard? Do we want to be a apparently crippled gnome short stack? Or do we want to be sexy breedable ogres that apparently have boob windows no matter the gender? So we can't go anywhere if y'all niggas don't choose. The name that I just said was Merchants of Rosewell. Where's the female dwarf with the luscious beard? Apparently not here. They got cripples. They got dwarf polio. They got Dwario. Boob windows. So we're limited to the women or to the femboys with boob windows. Femboy, boob window. I vote femboy. Either the dog or the orc. Where the fuck do you see a dog? That's not a dog. Go with the orc. Okay, we're on the orcs. Woman with boobs or man with man titties? Orc fembot or femboy? Lord Orc Lady, please. She didn't correct herself, so it must be fembot. We are the Orcish Coochie. We smell of blood, war, and maternity. I mean, you could have said sunshine surprise for all I know. We are going to go with they, them, because I am that Negro. Misty Nick Double Mounds. Boom. Name our shop. What shall be the home of Misty McDouble Mounds? Chat. Come and go. Snap. Come and where's the goddamn ampersand? And go. It takes a yell to wake you. Oi, y'all all there? The hour-long train ride into the city of Rosewell had incredible views of the world around you if you have been awake to notice them. Exclamation, huh? How did you know? Badge on your bag. The crimson and gold insignia of Golden Lion captaining an Encorda's clipper shines on the flap of your knapsack. Anyone storing that thing's here to buy and sell. Stay silent. Confirm his suspicion. Yep, I'm a merchant. You're so happy to tell people that. Game? Hello? Cheerier than most. Roswall's a good place for that. Got yourself a name? Tell him. Keep it to yourself. I will tell him. Misty McDoublemounds. Aye, name's Broly. With 2 L's. Job import expert at the train depot. Outside the city? Nah, personal trip this way. Refreshing memory. A memory? You're trying to remember something? I shouldn't have brought it up. Always forget how cramped trains are. Beats walking, though. Broly gazes out the window. Ahead, Roswall sprawls beneath an enormous mountain. Your back straightens as the train slows down. A picturesque seaside eaten by rock walls as you enter a tunnel. Right then, ready to muddle through? You swing your knapsack, looking at your badge that rattles on the strap in the front. Deeper and more crowded than you expected. You knew the city was the crown jewel of Balderva's Armistice era, but seeing it in person is something else. Broly, are you coming with me? Nay, got depot work. Medi's supposed to come get you. See you soon. You there, the merchant with their badge hanging dangerously loose on their knapsack. I am Medi, of this area of commerce, and since working with the S-Stock Trading Company on this merchant program was my idea, you are my responsibility. If your shop fails, it reflects poorly on me, you see. So I own a shop here. S-Stock owns the land and the shop, but you manage the business. Speaking of which, your contract with S-Stock at the key to your workshop. Just enough time to take you to your workshop. Come with me. As you speed past Roswall's many districts by train, the people alongside you and the conversation you overhear radiate a collective care for life. You hold on to that feeling as the train stops a block or so from the address Medley mentioned to you was your new home. Welcome to Roswall. It's your shop. It's quite spacious. Probably means barren, lean, or vacant. Regardless, the package from the stock has arrived for you. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. Let's read the fuck it says. Dear merchant, congratulations on joining the S-Stock Trading Company's merchant program. We hope the workshop we have tailored to your exact specifications will help expand the company's reach into the great city of Roswall. We have generously provided a stipend to help build your workshop and hire workers. It is not for personal use. We have also included a handful of fresh, as of this writing, ingredients to make a Roswall Dramwich. The sandwich should be sold. The sandwich is not for personal use. We believe this package will aid you sufficiently. After all, the satisfaction of a hard day's work comes from lifting yourself up by your bootstraps rather than taking handouts like the ones we have provided. Sincerely, the ETC Merchant Program Commandant Julius Maximus Augustus. P.S. Do not contact the stock trading company unless explicitly requested by the company. We will not reply to inquiries of any kind. Item received. Money in the form of quills and the Jamwich recipe. And jam, butter, and flour. How did that keep in a letter parcel? I'm supposed to make a Roswall Jamwich. It's a simple enough task. You are a chef, correct? ... You try your best to make a Roswall Jamwich, but it's no use. Roswall Jamwich. Well, there it is. I cannot help but ask, however, should there not be more sandwich? Defend your cooking. Abandon your pride. Explain your process. We have a choice, chat. Are we a woman? Do we know how to cook? And should we be womanly? What is this, some kind of cozy cafe game? Yes, exactly. Fucking Christ. I really don't want to have to fucking take a goddamn map in the middle of the day, because I do not look forward to having to pack everything in one fucking day again. Well, this is the consequence of having not gotten to sleep. But at the very least, we can set things up and get to the point where we can actually start communicating with shit. We should. Chat says, what Neo said, the modern woman approach. We are a big-breasted orc that don't got no cooking skills. We shall explain away our pride and talk like a woman. I followed the instructions, but it came out differently. There was nothing I could have done to do this. Perfect, woman reply. Yes, well, perhaps it'd be best to delegate such a task to an employee. I recommend you head to the Gastronomica to hire a cook. A good place to grab a meal as well. We part ways here, but I can't accompany you to the tram since I need to head to City Hall myself. The Gastronomica hums with workers hungry for a meal and the cooks ready to serve them one. Oi, Misty McDoublemounds. Have a seat and enjoy your first meal in Rollswall. Master Byrne and your friend, Merchant Verestock. Greetings, friend. Welcome to the Gastronomica. We take pride in serving meals prepared by apprentices as they work their way to becoming chefs. What would you like? You can have beef stew, sticky steak stir fry, or vegetable skewers, served by 3 different types of people. Certainly this option doesn't change, it doesn't matter. Let's do beef stew. Wonderful, I'll get Rhonda right on that. And when the light up for you, guess you can play to start, convene folks to hire more. There she is. Only a Tory, you two. Black coated. This imp is black coated. She has too big a fucking ears. She is cursed. Cursed. She is cursed. Yes, she is cursed. That's stupid. Broly, Cicero wanted to let you know if you stir fry, be right out. And you're my last customer for the day, yeah? The elf assumes that Rhonda hands you a large bowl. Larger than you anticipated, sit down next to Broly and across from you. You have the night crew with a big old batch of my stew. After that runs out, they have to make their own slop. Enjoy anyway. You're a merchant, right? You double check your knapsack, you left your badge on it. I can just tell. Wide-eyed and looking around at everything. Wanda drops her head on, locking an invitation to the character she's conjured. You try to remember if you did anything like that. What distance is your workshop in? There's a near Nathan's Kiss. That's a good spot. Always looking for some place to work near a view. That's bully between the spoons of Sue. He quiets mentally her head towards Rhoda. Actually, I'm looking for craftsmen like now. I'm sure you find someone. All the apprentices here. Oh, you mean me? Let me think about it. Wouldn't mind the experience. Where are you located again? As you scope around your knapsack for the piece of apartment Bentley gave you earlier, you smell stir fry heading towards your table. Greetings, Master Broly. You your usual portion. Thank you, Cicero. Take care. You pull the map out of your knapsack and start working for your workshop. Should I ask him for the recipe sometime, Rhonda? Heard Cicero is not long for the gastro. You ought to get it yourself. Not really cooking for meals. Oh, that reminds me. Here's a recipe for my grand beef stew. It's a customer's art here. Share the knowledge and all. So, you find your shop yet? It's between the guild hall and the harbor. Right around... Okay, I know that stop. Not primary site, but it's at a crockpot. Gives you some business. You know what? Sure, I'll do it. I need to probably start looking for a place to work anyway. But it's pretty late. You're gonna have to sleep after you leave your shop. That is where I'm sleeping. Well, it's a whole room and board and a work situation with the ETC, huh? Okay. Right. How about I try to make another stew at your workshop tomorrow then? My shift's over, so I can get a parade to the parade right now. Actually, you haven't been there, have you? Nope. No, that's a good time to show it to you. Let me grab my things and we'll go. And Stuck's got to live in where you work then? Common with Stuck, I suppose. Why commute when you can work where you wake? Keep in mind where you eat and work, though. Well, okay, done. Ready to head over. The parade is described to you as a marketplace, but in its midst, it's clearly so much more. Lots of people come to buy or sell, but they also come to talk to each other to learn how the world has changed. The food and knickknacks feel almost beside the point. Okay, let's get on to breakfast. You eat vegetable broth, steak, potatoes, and carrots. Hello there, Rhoda. I see you brought a friend. Friend, maybe. Boss, definitely. A boss made Mr. McDonald mounts. I'm a merchant. Of course. You're here for the supply room, then. You've come to the right place. Obvious Roosevelt Emporium possesses out every locally sourced food product you can find. Groceries, meat, sauces, rolls, you name it, and even if you can't name it, we have it.
Canned coochie?
That usually gets a laugh. Laugh genuinely. Wow, that really got a laugh out of you. I'm ticklish. Not to rush you, but y'all have, I certainly can look. To buy an ingredient, select from the vendor's inventory. Be careful, ingredients are loose. If you'll have a recipe for them, make sure to only buy what you can use. Nowadays, inventory won't change, so you can always come back to buy whatever strikes your fancy. I haven't to do that yet. I should probably get on with what I need to do. Bye. 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 Did you find everything you need? Yep. Okay, great. We got what we need. But, I can catch up with you first thing tomorrow. I'm beaten. If I'm beaten, I can't imagine how tired you must be. And tomorrow, you're gonna have to do real work. You hire Rhonda, and that's a fucking achievement out the door. Rhonda doesn't have much time for social niceties, but that doesn't mean she's not kind. She's quirky, motherly, and even though she's left home when she was young, it's close to her family. Quest complete. You this guy letter. I wonder who it's from. Congratulations on your induction to the Stock Trading Company's merchant program. As you begin building your shop, the company will remind you that any franchise with you is contracting with the company, us, must abide for the franchise we own excellence ethos free. In order to be free compliant, your shop must increase its operating capacity on a monthly basis. The company tracks franchisor growth through each show's renown. I understand you only have to set up your shop must acquire Renown 2 certification by the 12th. Frostwing second, failure to attain the certification results in the immediate closure of the franchise. Securely, ETC Product Manager Julius. But yes, the company is not liable for loss of crew and damage violated or ethical lines crossed, of course, requiring acquiring now. Okay. Separate menu. Active and completed quest objectives. Funny. Compendium, calendar, bunch of shit. Round 2. Wake up call. I can feel myself mentally drifting even though the coffee's keeping me alert and awake in a general idea, which is not good. Not sure the game is too loud. If Carl was very quiet and away from the microphone, no, it means the game is too loud. Despite the fact that I adjusted that sound setting. Which is not good. Fucking loud ass shit. That's probably closer to better. Okay, so I have not slept whatsoever at all, which is not good to my ability to pilot this game, even though it is literally a text-based adventure, because I'm gonna get tired of reading the goddamn text. This is what I need to do before I do the versus chat today. It is 11:36 right now. I am going to take a fucking nap, and I'm going to see what the time is when I get up. If I have time, I'm going to try and work through the story so that tomorrow I continue working on this to get the versus chat shit done after I work on the game. If I end up having no time for Merchants of Rosewall today, I will just simply go into the versus chat today that I owe horror, work on this tomorrow, then do the versus chat I was planning to do on Friday, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. Because I don't want to make people sit there watching me fucking go in and out of my consciousness. Truthfully, chat, that is the consequence of caffeine. Caffeine makes you mentally aware, but it does not give you the ability to operate like you have the ability to be lively. And what I'm going to foresee happening is if I force myself to try and do content, I'm going to be sitting here like my mind is actively racing, despite the fact I feel like I'm stuck in mud, which I'm going to think is not going to be productive for content. Then I'm going to end up being irritable once I get to versus chat, because then I'll have not slept whatsoever, and I'm running completely on fumes at that point because of the coffee. So we're going to just put a pin in it. I'm going to put a pin in it. We're going to come back after I nap. I can't promise you when I'm going to get up, because that's going to make me sleep like the Dickens, unfortunately. But I'm going to lay down. Then I'm going to come back. If we have time for it, I'll commit like possibly 1 to 2 to 3 hours. 3 hours maximum. But if I don't have any time for it, then we'll just simply have to deal with the versus chat that was going to be done on Sunday last week, so that we can then be able to do this content then more tomorrow, and then the versus chat for tomorrow, and then the shit that was going to happen then. We might even have to break up movie night between 2 different days for the type of content that I want to show, because there are different types of movies that I basically want to now watch with the chat. We'll have to figure it out. This is the consequence of me doing surprise content for all of you to watch. It's a vicious cycle, truthfully. All of this did not even start necessarily because of me, but I'm the one that has to deal with it. Back pain and all. Anyways, let me just begin that, and I will see you all in whenever I get back up.